Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. We are here in this swamp on the road where we've just finished a fight. We gained enough XP to level up. Just before we do that though, let's just get back to our crafting menu, see if there's anything we want to be making. Corrosive bolts? Sure, give me some corrosive bolts. You're still working on plate armor of sturdiness. Over here, get me one of these giant potions. We got Lily of the Badlands, that's fine. Alright, with that done, we can hop on in to our long rest screen. We'll resume camping, take our long rest. Hours count through the night. And once this long rest finishes, there we go. We are up to level 8. Let's start with the rogue. Unsent is now a level 8 rogue. We can take an ability score or a feat. We're going to take an ability score for our rogue. And we're just going to put 2 points into dex. We can't go any higher on strength, which is our combat ability. But with dex, we get lockpicking, stealth, initiative, bonus, AC with certain armor types. It's a good time all round. Then Gulruk. We get a choice of ability score or bonus feat. And we currently have AC 21. We're going to get plate armor of sturdiness, which will take us to AC 22. And if we come here to the bonus feats, we don't need to increase our strength because that's already at 20. We don't need to increase our charisma because we're going to have a cape of charisma set to 19. So I think Armor Master. You are an expert in the use of armor in battle. You gain additional +1 AC from any armor you wear. So that will put our AC up to 23. What? +18 plate, +2 shield, +1 ring of protection is 21. Why did it go up to 23 right then? Take me back. Is it 1 for the shield, 1 for the armor? Because if that's the case, that's even better. So this is AC 21 with Armor Master. AC 23. Finish. Do we want to change any of our prepared spells? Still just first and second level stuff. I don't think I do. Then let's level up Jaina. Now, our intelligence is not even 20 yet, so this is an easy choice of ASI intelligence up to 20. Our strength has increased because of one of the items that we have, I think, and our wisdom and our charisma are still tanked from our terrible, terrible rolls back at the start of the campaign. But intelligence up to 20 means our spellcasting modifiers will be as good as they get now. As for spells, I would like a greater invisibility. And what else? Maybe Dimension Door for teleporting out of bad spots. We can take that. We can prepare. We lose Misty Step and take Dimension Door. What aren't we using? We never use Blur, and greater invisibility is like Blur on steroids, so we'll take that. Then Bjorn. So Bjorn already has 20 wisdom, his spellcasting stat. His strength is not the best, but he doesn't hit with his mace that often. What do we get actually? 9 hit points, a 4th level spell slot, ASI or feat. Turn Undead turns into Destroy. If they are a challenge rating 1 or lower that fails their save, they will be instantly destroyed. Divine Strike. On each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can deal an extra 1d8 psychic damage to the target. Increases to 2d8 at level 14. Strike of Chaos. Add an additional 1d6 damage to your Strike of Chaos, which is lovely. And what I want, I think, is going to be a bonus feat for... Where are we? Flawless Concentration. You are trained to maintain your concentration in the most extreme conditions. If you sustain up to 10 points of damage, you don't need to roll a con save to maintain concentration. Above that value, you have advantage when rolling the saving throw. So we're going to be concentrating on Banish, on Spirit Guardians, possibly on other things. So to keep those concentrations up is going to be very valuable to us. So I also want to unprepare Guardian of Faith. It hasn't done anything for us ever, and I'm sick of seeing it just not do anything. So something else. Let's take hold person, because we've been fighting a lot more kind of casting humanoids and stuff of late. And then we can get back on the road. Headed to the swamp to report about Hanno Mudstrider's news regarding the dead friends or something in the swamp. So we'll get to that. Here we are in camp. Now, it says our AC is back to 22, not 23. So I feel cheated about it telling me my armor class was going to be 23. But it is what it is. How's that crafting going? We've got 5 more checks on that. So before we hand in this quest, I'm just going to take another long rest here. It's not going to change anything for us. We have infinite food because we have the create food and water spell. Jaina has finished crafting the plate armor of sturdiness. Is exactly what we wanted to see. We don't need to change anything there. Now what we want is Jaina to craft a cloak of the dandy. So that is going to set charisma to 19. So she's going to start crafting that. The rest of us are still crafting other things that aren't nearly as important. Although a vial of Ghoul's Cuirass is going to be interesting. Plus 1d8 poison damage. Paralyzed save to cancel each turn. Then we want to take that new armor we've just crafted. So plate armor of sturdiness. Item properties +1 to AC. Set armor to 19. We'll hand that over to our paladin here. And so they're going to go from a plate 18 AC to plate +1. So now our armor class, again, it says 23. But 19 + 2, 21, +1, 22, +1, 22. That seems correct now. So AC 23 for us seems like a grand old time. Let's just take another long rest because we can. That Cloak of the Dandy was like 12 checks. There goes some more stuff getting crafted. We take our 8 hours of sleep. And let's go again real quickly. Jaina has finished crafting the Cloak of the Dandy. We've got a potion of superior healing. Those are the things we wanted to see. So what we must do at the end of this rest is come to our attuned items and get that Cloak of the Dandy. We're now attuned to that. So over here, Cloak of the Dandy has been equipped. Our charisma is now 19. So for our spell casting, we now have much better stats. We see paladin spells. So we now have +7 attack bonus and a spell save DC of 15. We can also prepare 2 more spells because our charisma has increased. But we're out of the paladin screen from the long rest now, so we'll have to wait till next time, but we're not so desperate to have 2 more of these equipped that I'm going to worry about it right now. So let's go see Hanno Mudstrider over here. We found your dead friends, buddy, I think. I think that's what we found.
Ah, you're back. From those faces, I'm not sure it's good news.
Sorry to say we found them dead.
Oh.
The place was rotten with Badlands magic. It's impossible to get back inside.
My sister won't like this. Anyway, thanks for everything you've done.
You're welcome, Hanno.
I will tell Hasdrubal. He may want to check the place himself.
We need to go.
Alright. We are now living legends. Is there anything here we want to buy? I swear I check this every time we come through, but you never know what we're going to find. Maul of the Destroyer. Cloak of Protection, +1 to saving throws, +1 AC. Infinite Quivers. Braces of Archery. Rubies. Armors. stones. Nothing in particular. A bunch of the stuff that we've sold back, speaking of which, we don't need to hold on to an extra set of heavy armor. Got so much paperwork. Could probably get rid of that. This plate sells for 463. Jeez. Can't imagine what magic plates sell for. Anything else we've accumulated on our travels? More axes. Primed breastplate I'll hold on to. And the rest probably not got much in the way of big valuables to sell. I don't carry darts with me day to day. And that looks fine to me. Alright, well. In that case, let's just do an arrow check. There's some more of those. We'll make sure we've equipped the non-poisoned ones for now. You're fine. You're fine. Alright, we have completely free reign to go and decide what we want to do today. We are back in the swamp. We could go back to the witch's hut once more. But that fight was kind of hell. Where's this strange outdoor place? Malacan riches for the forge. Find the gate and use it. Where is it? It says in the swamp, but I don't know what I'm looking for with that. It says find the gate. And I don't see a marker for it. Is that kind of the point? Swamp. Find the major gate and use it. We found a major gate recently, didn't we? Or that was at the end of the quest we just did. It's how we escaped, wasn't it? So where could it be in this swamp? Because I think we've been through most of the locations here, right? That said, our map does have a dot on it. Oh, hello. That's what we're looking for. Thank you, dot on the map. I would have missed that for days. Let's drop a quick save. And let's just see how deadly this might look to be once we get through. You never know. Alright, so it looks like we can teleport back through here. I hear flapping, possibly of some kind of bird or bat or lizard or something. But I'll peek through a bookcase every time. Alright, all kinds of manuals. Manual Wand of Winter. Manual Wand of Thorns. Wand of Blight. Storm, what was that? Storm Binder Warhammer. And Maul of the Destroyer. Wand of Winter. Wand of Thorns we can already do. We lose one. Stormbinder Warhammer we've got. Wall of Thorns we've got. Maul of the Destroyer. Someone said in my comments recently, I'd asked about what is just the best weapon. And I think Maul of the Destroyer came up in that conversation. What's a maul? That's a maul, isn't it? This ancient weapon was crafted before the Cataclysm. It's crafted +2, and victims are stunned for 1d3 turns if they fail a DC 13 strength check. That is incredible. Magical, bludgeoning, melee, heavy, two-handed. So we'd have to put down our shield to use it. It's going to take 85 hours to craft. Ability check, intelligence D20 minus 2147483648. I'm sure that makes sense to somebody. But that is a very, very interesting weapon. Stormbinder Warhammer. 1d8 plus 2 damage, versatile 1d10 plus 2 damage, plus 1d10 plus 2 lightning damage. That also seems really good just for raw damage output. So we'll have to keep an eye out for whatever we might be able to find with primed weapons and crafting components. Speaking of which, that seems like it could be a good start to getting some good crafting done. Right, there's a button on the wall. We're going to get cautious. See if we can see anything through this gate.
This place is incredible.
Incredibly dangerous, more like.
An iron golem, huh? Yeah, that looks problematic to me. I take it I can't see you through this wall. No. It'd be too cheesy to be able to shoot through this gate at it. Let's drop another quick save. And we will just try, just gently pushing this button. And then I'm going to park the party back here for a second. Unsend stand there. And let's cast Greater Invisibility. Only lasts 1 minute. It's a bit of a bummer. Regular Invisibility lasts 1 hour. So just gonna pop one of those on. And we're gonna go for a little walk. Just a little scout around the place. Assuming that I can get away with just being invisible around here. Fire Osprey might have been what I was hearing flapping around. There is a chest there. No more doors yet. Don't know if this is just going to be this big chamber or whether there's going to be more deeper in this place. There's a box, more ospreys, another door, more torches all lighting themselves, a fire elemental, another chest. Alright, so it seems like there is loot for days around here. I can't remember if I can loot stuff and not break the invisibility. I know I can't attack stuff and not break the invisibility. Let's see. We find a prime chain shirt, ration, and 1 gold coin. We are still invisible, which is good. In that case, we'll poke around some more. Our quest line is just explore the palace. Primed shortbow, primed rapier, primed leather armor. Right. Are we going to be able to climb up here in any fashion? Because that's where the rest of the stuff is, but also there's this great big hulking golem right in the way, and if we get that close, might be a problem. That door cannot be opened. We could probably teleport through the door if we really wanted to. So I think it's just the chests that are up on this level now. Can we squeeze by without being seen? This staircase is 3 tiles wide and the golem looks to be only 2 tiles wide. New waypoint added. Laboratory. That's what we're in right now, I suppose. Let's do this chest in the back first. I'd love it if you told me if it was trapped first. Swamp opal, primordial crystal, silver comb, and a silver beetle key. We can go beyond the stone gate that we found way back in, like, it feels like it must have been like episode 3 or 4. Very intriguing. We can squeeze in through here. And this one, we have a primed wand, a primed spear, a primed dagger. Alright, that seems to be all of the containers that we can find. There's this locked door, which is a problem. Otherwise, things are grand. I would love to get Jaina behind that door. But if we're going to do that, we'd have to use multiple people's worth of invisibility. Do we have invisibility for ourselves right now? We do not. We have greater invisibility for 1 minute. And we have Dimension Door to get through. If we had a long rest, why do we have sleep prepared? It's because we leveled up. We increased our intelligence. We can prepare more spells. But this is not what I wanted to have prepared. Basically, I don't think we win this fight. Not with Calligraphied, Iron Golem, and a Fire Elemental, and 3 Ospreys. But I would love to just keep poking around. I also got rid of Misty Step, didn't I? We can't take a long rest here to change my spells. We could feasibly just pop out of here. Head back to the camp, because it's right next to a fireplace. Take another long rest. We'll do some more crafting or whatever. Then hop back for a change in spells, and then try and get through the door. There's no bother with that, I don't think. So, back... Oh, chair. Stop being so squeaky. Back here, we've got the fireplace. Now, did we want to try and create one of these fancy weapons? Are we crafting right now? We're not. We have all kinds of armor we can be making. Armor of survival. +2 to AC, +2 to saving throws. Leather armor. So, AC 13. How's your AC doing? 19 from 14 breastplate, +2 dex, +1 shield. So 14 +2, as opposed to 13 +2. Not going to help us out. Leather armor of sturdiness, I guess is just the +1 equivalent. Leather armor of flame dancing. +2 to AC, fire resistance. Probably not a bad thing for the room we're about to go into. But I was looking at really big fancy mauls. +1 maul. Maul of... Oh, so this is a... Yeah, that is a maul. This is just a bigger maul. Maul of the Destroyer. It's a shame that the DC on the strength check is so low. Would be great for attacking things like spellcasters that are presumably not going to have high AC. But the Storebinder Warhammer plus 1d10 +2 lightning damage seems like so much extra damage over time. And it's versatile, so we can wield it with a shield in the other hand. We'd need a blood ruby and a primed warhammer that we don't have. What do you guys have? Do you have blood ruby and primed warhammer? This is just a regular warhammer. Regular daggers. Regular axes. Yeah, you do not have primed weapons here, do you? Do you have blood rubies? You do have a blood ruby. We are not that cash rich, though, for something that we're not going to be creating yet. We'd just be holding on to a ruby for a small age. Well, I do know that we have Stormbinder Warhammer recipe already. We have manual Wand of Thorns and Wand of Blight. So we can sell those. Honestly, I'm never going to wear these things. Otherwise, a gold dragon statue we can probably get rid of. A gold locket, get rid of that as well. Diamonds we want, crafting stuff we want. We just need a fancy mall. But where are we going to find one? Who freaking knows? Not me. Right, well, let's get back to camping then. If we're not crafting right now. So we want to change Jaina's spell so that she has invisibility prepared. Is the goal. And then we're going to see if we can get through that gate without having to have this combat as like a stealth challenge. So, Jaina, prepare spells. For a start, I don't want sleep anymore. Misty Step will actually take back. That could be handy. We never learned regular invisibility. Do you have a scroll of invisibility, perhaps? Well, regardless, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything else with what we've got here in that case. You definitely can't learn invisibility, can you? You can learn 8 spells, though. So, temporarily increase hit points for up to 3 allies by 5 plus advancement. What's advancement? Or is it just more per level over this spell? Divine Favor, gain additional radiant damage for a limited time. 1d4 additional radiant damage. Plus 2 AC. Protect nearby creatures of evil or good. Sure, give me Divine Favor. Then over here, we had regular invisibility, we had greater invisibility. I don't want Guardian of Faith anymore. What else did I want? Oh god, I don't know. Bane, I'm just never going to use. Blindness, I'm not going to use. Hold Person, there you go. Alright, do we have a scroll of invisibility that I can scribe? Blindness, Daylight, Shield, Knock. Scroll of Invisibility. Scribe that into this spellbook. Please succeed. We were successful. Right, it's going to be an extra minute. You are missing 2 units of food. Have we got through all of our food? Magic food rations. Enough food for 1 day created by magic cannot be sold. Alright, well, that's all I needed. We probably do want to pick up some extra rations for emergencies just in case we're at the end of all our spell slots and we can't rest or something strange like that. But for now, we're going to prepare spells, and we now have the invisibility spell. So let's drop Thunderwave for invisibility for a second. And with that done, let's get the party back through that gate. I apologize for the long-winded nature of this episode. Right, fresh, quick save. Party, just hang out here for a second. Everyone get cautious for a start. Right. We want to Bjorn cast invisibility on hold on. Jaina cast invisibility. What do I get on +1? Per spell slot over 2 at higher levels, +1 target. Okay, that makes things a little more interesting. So if you cast invisibility at 3rd level on Jaina and Unsen, then Jaina and Unsen are going to waltz through here. We're invisible, we're stealthing. We have a room full of horrible creatures. We've already looted everything there is to loot, right? Nothing's repopulated in this magic place. And this gate is locked. So what I'm hoping, the result of all of this, is going to be cast spell, dimension door, select a position, here, touch an additional being, touch an ally to bring along. Oh, Unsen is invisible, I can't target them. Alright, we're going alone then. Alright, we're going to put Unsen back with the rest of the party, where they can be safe. And Jaina, we're going to cast invisibility on ourselves. And then I invite you guys to join me next time to see what else this place holds. But for now, that's going to be everything for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.